The start to Peugeot's WEC season hasn't gone exactly to plan for the French manufacturer. From mechanical issues to a lack in competitiveness, the French marque seemingly has had a difficult start to their WEC 2022 campaign. So in this video, let's talk about the 9X8 Hypercar and what exactly has happened in the last two races and where they can go from here. Peugeot first raced their 9X8 in Monza and recently raced at Fuji, and both races haven't gone very smoothly for the team. However, they have only been in the championship for 2 races, so it could make sense why they are struggling since they haven't been in the championship for that long compared to Toyota and Glickenhaus. But before we talk about the racing, let's talk about before they even started to race in the WEC. Peugeot announced that they would be building an LMH entry that would start racing in 2022. However, the team delayed their start to the WEC season, so that meant we would miss them in the first race at Sebring. But worse news came as they announced that the LMH would not be ready to compete at that year's 24 Hours of Le Mans, which is the big race for every manufacturer to enter, plus it's Peugeot's home event, so it was a bit unfortunate that they would miss Le Mans in 2022. Peugeot would finally make their debut at Monza for round 4 of the championship, and their car looked to impress with its radical designs including no rear wing. Peugeot would race alongside the other LMH entries of Toyota and Glickenhaus. The fourth entry would be a grandfathered LMP1 Alpine. Peugeot brought 2 9X8 Hypercars, the number 93 car and the number 94 car. However, at Monza, Peugeot did not get the start they hoped for. The 93 car pulled off to the side of the track, with Michael Jensen unable to set a time. The sister 94 car qualified 5th overall, but unfortunately was 2 seconds slower than the 4th place car, which was the number 7 Toyota. The race unfortunately went even worse for Peugeot, as the pair of 9X8s encountered mechanical issues. The 93 car retired from the race, and the 94 car finished 33rd overall. Monza wasn't the best of starts for Peugeot's adventures in the WEC, but hopefully Peugeot would bounce back in 2 months when it came to Fuji for round 5. Peugeot hoped the mechanical issues were over as they came into Fuji, and Glickenhaus would not participate, so it would be the 2 Toyotas, the 2 Peugeots, and the single LMP1 Alpine. Peugeot seemed to have less reliability issues, which was a good sign. They qualified 4th and 5th overall, but it seemed Toyota were on another level in the race. Peugeot was actually looking pretty good for Fuji, and the 94 car was catching up to the Alpine, especially with James Rossiter at the wheel, who is an expert at the circuit. I think the 94 car in particular had some really strong pace and could have been on the podium if it wasn't for what happened next. Alas, the 94 car had an oil leak, which cost 20 minutes in the pits. And later, the 93 car encountered the same issue, which meant not 1 but 2 Peugeots were out of contention for the podium. So Toyota took a 1-2 finish with the Alpine in 3rd. And because of the oil leak, Peugeot was not in the top 3. The 93 finished 4th, and the 94 finished 20th. I think every race in which they participate, Peugeot will become faster and faster. There was definitely a performance incline from Monza to Fuji, as they were much more competitive for round 5. So there definitely are some improvements being made, and hopefully soon they'll be on par with Toyota. I think the main issue here is that they keep having reliability problems. First Monza, and now Fuji. Granted, the reliability issues from Monza to Fuji were very different. It seems the reliability issues in Monza have been fixed, but in Fuji it was an entirely different story, with oil leaks preventing both cars from fighting for the podium. You can still see that they're struggling to keep up with the likes of Toyota, but that's completely understandable since Toyota have been racing for the last 2 years and Peugeot have only competed in 2 WEC races with this 9X8 Hypercar. Plus, they've been having some pretty terrible luck, which is incredibly unfortunate for them. Fuji with both cars having oil leaks is a perfect example of that. I think as time goes on, they will eventually be up there fighting for wins, but that time, in my opinion, is not this year. But with only one race to go in Bahrain, I think Peugeot are looking for the goal of no reliability issues. If they don't have any issues, I think they could fight Glickenhaus and Alpine for the podium in Bahrain, and if they get onto the podium, that'll be a huge step for the team. I think the break from 2022 to 2023 will be a good time to learn from the previous year and develop that car to come back stronger to fight for wins in 2023 when they have a full season to race their 9X8 Hypercar. So what do you think so far of Peugeot's Hypercar class season in 2022? Do you think they'll get to winning ways in the future with their 9X8 Hypercar? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more updates and content on the LMDH and LMH prototypes and everything related to IMSA and the WEC, please make sure to subscribe to the left. And if you want to check out another video right now, click the suggested video to the right of your screen. That's it for me. Have a great day, and goodbye for now.